Well, it serves a very important purpose in helping to make people aware of the cultural connections between Russians and Americans. There's so many. We have such a vast historical history with Russia that so many people aren't aware of. And having a cultural center can help for people to meet and understand more about each other's culture. I'm a believer in the importance of cultural understanding. We live in an age where stereotypical thinking is very prevalent. It's very easy to form fast judgments based on what you read on the internet, what you see on television, what you hear on the radio or elsewhere. And the only thing that can counteract that is person-to-person dialogue, cultural understanding, exchanges, getting to know people. And so I think it serves a wonderful and critical role in U.S.-Russia relations. Let's see, it was a while ago, probably in 2010, 2011. I chaired an opera ball at the Russian Embassy in 2010, and I believe I went to the Russian Cultural Center for an event shortly after that. I'm sorry, I don't recall what it was, but I've been to a number of events there that have been very, very interesting and very important. It's a smaller center, so you have an opportunity to really talk to people. And it's a beautiful, warm environment, very welcoming. And I immediately felt very comfortable. Well, I think that today, cultural understanding is the most important thing. I recently lost one of my dear friends, Dr. James H. Billington, who was our Librarian of Congress for 28 years. And he wrote an op-ed about an event that I did, and in it he expressed that greater cultural understanding may be the most important imperative of all for avoiding conflict, international conflict in the future, in the 21st century. And I do believe that because of the stereotypical thinking that we have today. This tendency to form fast judgments with all of the internet and Twitter and everything else, social media that you have today. It's very, very easy to quickly make a decision, whereas real understanding and real change has to come from the heart. So in order to reach the hearts and the minds of people, you have to have an understanding of their culture. That's their art, their music, the way they live, the architecture, their history, some understanding of their religious beliefs, their religion, all aspects. And that does take some time and interest. But the more that you can have people interact on a person-to-person basis, the more you can recognize ways in which you're similar and ways in which you're different. I have founded an institute at American University. It's called the Carmel Institute of Russian Culture and History. And one of the purposes of that was to overcome stereotypical thinking and to teach these young students today that will become involved in international relations in the future to have a better understanding through a venue that they're very familiar with, which is film. So we have been privileged to show many Russian films to the students. They're subtitled, but it's also an opportunity for them to practice their language skills. They're served Russian cuisine, Russian food. There's a question and answer period with the director of the Institute. Dr. Eric Lohr is currently the director. And they can gain through these films an understanding of history on a better level. When they travel, many of them have gone through our scholarships. We've sent over 150 students or more to Russia on various scholarships, either language study or direct exchange. American University has established direct exchange programs now with the Higher School of Economics and the MGIMO, the School of International Service in Moscow. And that's very, very important. We have students from Russia studying in America, students in America studying in Russia. And I receive emails from the students every year telling me how much it has changed their lives and their thoughts and their perspectives and how they have a better understanding of their studies. It's very difficult to learn from a book alone if you're talking about culture and you're talking about people.